which solid, whether it is a prism, pyramid, or whether it is a square, pentagon, hexagon, like that. If I want to tell any solid perfectly, I supposed to draw two views minimum, front and top. Then only I can able to tell what do you mean by what is the given solid. Correct? That is called orthographic projections. The very simple definition for your understanding is orthographic projection is nothing but expressing any object with the help of two views. Either it may be front and top or front and side or front, top and side. If I express the object by including minimum of two views, then it is considered as orthographic projections. Coming to the next type of projection. The another type of projection is isometric projections. What is that meaning of isometric projection? I am going to explain the given object in a single view. Means if I give only one view, if I check out with the one view, I can easily understand or able to see what is the given solid there. So there is some trick to place the object. If we want to understand that given solid is a pentagon, pyramid, prism, square, cube, whatever the given solid, if you want to understand by a single view, then I have to go with the placing the object in some orientation. That orientation is 30 degree. If I place the object at an angle of 30 degree, I can easily tell what is the given solid without the help of two views. But in orthographic projections, we need to explain, means mandatory, that is two views are required to explain the object completely. But in isometric, only one view is enough to explain what is the given object. Is it clear? Okay. See, one best and beautiful example I'll give you to differentiate between the orthographic and isometric projections. Have you seen the advertisement of the car displayed on the flux? Means in the banner and all, it will be displayed outside the showroom. Have you seen? Have you seen? Whether that display will be in the form of front view, top view, and side view. Whether that car display will be done front, top, and side. Whether they will use three views. No, they will use only one view. They will use only one view to display or how exactly the outer body is. That orientation, what they have placed, is at an angle of 30 degree. I will show you how to draw that object at a 30 degree. That means if you place any object at an angle of 30 degree, definitely you can easily analyze what is a given material or given solid, anything. For example, the car, if I place the car at a 30 degree orientation, definitely you can analyze how the car is. But if I keep horizontal to the horizontal, means if I keep vertical and horizontal, then I cannot understand properly. Okay, just one example I'll show you. I'll project the screen and I'll show you. Can you see the Solidate software?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll project now. You please go through that. You can understand what do you mean by the. Just a minute. See here. Just a minute. Okay. Can you see this? Can you see this here? This side. See the mouse there. So this indicates this is the top view, this is the front view, side view, and side view. That means to express this car, how it is going to look from the top, side, and front. They have used these many views: front, tops, left side view, right side view. Then only I can understand how the car is. This is called orthographic projections. If the same car is expressed in other, I'll show one more example of orthographic projection. One more example of orthographic projection is, see this is also orthographic example of orthographic projection, front, top, and side. This is also one more example of orthographic projection. That means assume that this car is an object for you. This object is expressed with the help of front view, side view, top view, like that. So they have used many views to express how the object is, how the car is going to look. But if I ask you to draw an isometric, see now, this car is oriented towards 30 degree. So I can easily analyze how the car looks from the top, side, front, everywhere. So this is the arrangement of isometric view. That means this car is placed at an angle of something 30 degree. So we are going to, I can easily analyze what exactly the car is telling here. I'll show one more example. Here you see, this is front, side and top. Observe this corner. One corner here, one corner here, and one corner here. So to express the car, they used front, top, and side view. But if I place the car in any of this orientation, any one out of these four, I can easily analyze how exactly the car is. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See here, this is the 1, 2, and 3. These three are the representation of the same car, one car, this car. But here, this car is represented with the help of isometric view, and these three are expressed with the help of orthographic projections. You imagine which is suitable and which is comfortable to see. If it is orthographic, I need to express with the help of minimum 2 views or 3 views. But if it is isometric, if I express only one view, this car, this is also isometric, this is also isometric, this is also isometric, this is also isometric. You can take any one and you can easily analyze how the car looks like. But in orthographic, minimum 2 views are required. That is the difference between orthographic and isometric projections. Is it clear? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. See, orthographic, minimum 2 views are required. Isometric, in a single view, you can analyze what is the solid given or what is the object it is. That is the advantage of isometric. But only one thing important for isometric is you're supposed to keep the object at an angle of 30 degree. At an angle of 30 degree. What is the 30 degree? You see this point. Observe this point. If I draw a horizontal line to this point, if I measure this line, this angle, it will be 30 degree. Angle of this will be 30 degree. Understanding what I'm telling? If I draw one horizontal line here, just a minute. Okay. If I draw one horizontal line here to this point, and if I measure the angle between horizontal line and this line, it will be 30 degree, and this side also it will be 30 degree. For this, we've also see, if I draw horizontal line, this will be 30 degree, this will be 30 degree. So it is called isometric projection. Here also, if you draw horizontal, if I measure this line and this line, that border and this border, it will be 30 degree. Okay. So that is the advantage of, means your only thing you should remember in isometric position is you're supposed to keep an object at an angle of 30 degree. Is it clear? That is the only thing you should be careful in isometric projection. I'll explain how to place the object at an angle of 30 degree and how to express that. Okay. Now I'll go with the Solid Edge software. So in the Solid Edge software, go for A4 sheet. Here I'll explain as per the theory method only, because many of you are not having the software. I'll explain the theory method only. You try to follow the theory method only. How many of you are having a sketchbook? Can you please tell me? Or how many of you are not having a sketchbook? Hello?
Sir, I'm not having.
Sir, I don't have the sketchbook.
Okay. If you're not having a sketchbook, okay, no problem. Okay, if you're not having a sketchbook, I'll express those who are not having a sketchbook only. If I explain that with a plain sheet, those who are having a sketchbook, you can easily draw. Okay. Now, for example, let us take one cube. Let us take one cube, and that cube is placed on a ground. And above the cube, there is a sphere. Can you analyze? There is one cube. Above the cube, there is a sphere placed. That problem will take some dimension of cube. For example, cube is having 80 mm and the sphere is 35 or 40 mm. The sphere is placed above the cube. The cube is placed on the ground. So if I ask you to draw the front and top view, what you will do? First, I'll explain the orthographic projections. Okay. Cube of, we will take 80 mm. No need to draw. First, understand what I'm explaining. Later on, you can draw. cube of 80 mm. Okay, now what is this called? I drawn the top view of the cube. I have not drawn the front view. So if I want to draw the front view, what I should do? Projection line. As usual, projection line. Here also I'll draw one cube at a length of 80 and width of 80. Cube I'll draw. Okay, so this completes the front and top view of the image, correct? Means if I want to express this cube, I supposed to draw the front view as well as top view. And above that there is a sphere. That means how to draw? Above that there is a sphere. For example, I'll keep a sphere here. And how to draw here? Correct? See this? Can you analyze what exactly I have drawn? This is the front view where the cube above that there is a sphere. And this is top view. Means the same arrangement. If I see from the top, this sphere will look like again a sphere and the cube will be kept like this. Correct? So we express this arrangement. A cube above that sphere is placed. I need two views. What is that view? This is called front view. These two combination is called front view. And these two combination is called top view. Correct? Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay. So minimum two views are required in orthographic projections. Similarly, in isometric, how beautiful it is, I'll show you. How easily you can analyze. I'll remove this. I'll delete this. So till now what I showed, it is orthographic projection. In isometric, how beautiful it is, I'll show you. I'll explain how to draw. First, I'll show you how it is. How the same problem looks like. What is the angle I'm supposed to maintain?
30
degree.
Yes, 30 degree. And then this dimension I'll maintain as 80 because it's cube of 80 I told. And this should be equal to this. This should be equal to this. This should be equal to this. Then what is the height I'm supposed to take? Cube 80. Correct?
80, sir.
Okay. I'll show you. First I'll draw and I'll show you. Later on I'll explain how to draw that. Can I see this? Can I analyze the image? Can I see the image?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many views I have used here? To understand, if I show this to anyone, he can tell easily what exactly the arrangement is. The arrangement is, there is one cube, above the cube there is a sphere. Correct? So like this,
Yes.
I will explain you today how to construct this isometric objects, either in isometric sheets or a plane sheet. No need to worry. But only concept you should remember in this is, this angle supposed to be 30 degree. This angle, if you draw horizontal line, this line should be 30 degree. This line supposed to be 30 degree. First thing. And the second thing, if the object is inclined to 30 degree, if any line is inclined to 30 degree, what will happen to its length? modular. Original length will be same, but apparent length will be somewhat reduced. No, the inclined length. If I check out the length of the line, if I draw perpendicular, and if I check out the length of the line, it will be reduced. How much it will be reduced? That will be reduced to that. Also, I show you. This object will look like in isometric view. That will look like if I rotate earlier the black color what I shown, that is the original object to the original scale. If I rotate to 30 degree, I supposed to reduce the dimension of the object given. What is the reduction factor for this? The reduction factor is 0.8164. 0.8164. That also you should remember. You should remember two things in this: definition of isometric projection, angle for the isometric projection, and reduction length, or it is also called as scaling factor for isometric projection, or it is also called isoscale. That should be equal to 0.8164. So now can you tell what should be the length of this? The original length of the body is 80. Now what should be the length of this? 80 into 0.8164. It should be 65.31. If you want, you can check out here. See here, 65.31. Everywhere it will be reduced now. 50, 65.31, 65.31, 65.31. Clear? If I draw this 65.31 and if I tell it is an isoscale, it is well understood that that original object will be having bigger in dimension of this. Compared to this, the dimension will be greater. Clear? So what is the definition of isometric projection? Can you tell? If the object is placed at an angle of 30 degree and any object, if I can explain what exactly the given thing in a single view, that is called isometric projection. Correct? And what is the angle I supposed to maintain to draw and to keep the object and to tell that to draw isometric projection? What is the angle I supposed to place this?
30 degree.
30 degree on each side. And what is the reduced scale compared to the original dimension?
0.8164.
Write down that 0.8164 is the reduced scale to draw the object. 0.8164. Any doubts?
Yeah.
Okay. Work on it. 0.8164. Okay. I hope you have taken that. I will delete now. Shall I delete this?
Yes, sir.
So we'll go for the first problem of the isometric. To open the isometric problem, shall I project? What is the isometric? Shall I project the CAD primer or do you have? Okay, I will project it. Go for the chapter number. Okay. Say this. Isometric projection. Chapter number 6. Isometric projections. Now we will go for the problem number 1 only. I'll explain a few problems. You check out what to do, how to do that. A sphere of diameter 50 mm rests centrally on the top of a cube. What is the diameter of the sphere? 50. Rests centrally on the top of the cube of side 50 mm. What is the size of the cube now? 50. What is the diameter of the sphere? 50. So 50 mm ball or a sphere is placed on a cube of 50 mm. Draw the isometric projection of the combination of solids. So this is a solution. Right now I have drawn, but I have taken 80 mm. But here it is given 50. I'll explain how to draw 50. 50 mm cube, above that 50 mm sphere. Exactly placed above the center of the cube. How to place this? Shall I explain? Shall I explain?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Understand
Yes, sir.
carefully. First few problems are very important. Okay. 30 degree I'll draw. I'll take 30 degree here, 30 degree here. I'll maintain the angle. Theory method. I am explaining with a theory method. 30. Now my question is, what's the length of this? Hence the cube, base of the cube is how much? How it is
50.
looking like? The base of the cube is like a square only. Correct. So that I need to draw a square here. First I supposed to draw the square here. But what is the size of the square required? Okay, I'll draw that. Roughly I'll draw square. Okay, I'll draw that square. What is the size of the square required? I'll show you. This one, original dimension is 50. Just you multiply with 0.8164. With the help of calci, you calculate 50 into 0.8164 and try to draw the line at an angle of 30 degree, thin line. Clear? Then how much? What should be this length? What should be this length?
Same, sir.
Same as that.
40.8.
So, again here also, this side 30 degree, 40.82 you draw. Again this one 40.82, this one 40.82 you draw. Clear? How to draw? How to draw this? I'll explain once again. First you draw horizontal line. Take one 30 degree line one side. Take 30 degree line other side. Measure what is, you identify what is the size required. I know that this length should be equal to 50 into 0.8164. You measure, calculate first, you try to draw the line. Then this line also you calculate and try to draw the line. So you are left out with what the things? You are left out with these two lines with one dimension. Next, what you do, take a pencil and scale. From here, you simply draw the line, which is, the line should be parallel to this. Keep the scale properly. Try to draw the line parallel to that. Try to draw parallel to this. Then again from this point, try to draw one more line, which is parallel to this 30 degree, which is parallel to that 30 degree. Okay. So this is parallel to this. This is supposed to be parallel to this. Like that you're supposed to draw. Can you able to draw? And let me know. We'll go slowly, no issue. For the first problem, I'll take time and I'll explain. 30 degree, 30 degree, 50 into 8.6.4, 60 into 0.8164. Then parallel line, which is equal to same length. Parallel line, which is equal to same length. Try to complete and please let me know anyone if you are completed. Done? Any doubts, feel free to ask me. Okay, done, sir. 30 degree, 0.8164, 0.8164. I am waiting for one more reply from others.
Done, sir.
Okay, good. Done. If it is a cube, what's supposed to be the height I supposed to take from all the four corners?
Same height.
Same height, that is 50 into 0.1864. Anyhow, you already calculated. Just you draw that. I will take that as vertical line. Similar vertical line you take from all the four corners. The same vertical line you take from all the four corners. All of you try to draw manually. You're drawing manually, no? Draw the vertical lines. from all the four corners. So that you will be left out with this line. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You connect the top surface. For connecting the top surface, just to keep a scale properly to the corner of the line, connect. I hope you can understand what I'm doing and what I did till here.
Second.
Yes, I'll repeat once again. See, what I'll do, first I'll draw the line. From this corner, I will draw the vertical line. That length of the line should be equal to 50 into 0.8164, that is 40.82. If it is not possible to draw 82, just to take 40.8, no issue. 40.8, here also 40.8, 40.8, 40.8. So that if you draw 4 lines from all the 4 corners, so that you'll get the line like this. You'll be having a line like this, correct? One line here, one line will be here, one line will be here. You'll be left out with this 4 line. Then what you're supposed to do? Join the corner of the line, one end of the line, here, end of the line, end of the line, end of the line. Completed? Join with the thin line. First, everything draw with the thin line. Then you make thick. I'll explain how to make it thick later. First, you draw with the thin line and get ready with the cube. Cube is done. If you're ready,
Yes,
please
sir.
let me know. Okay, very good. Now the cube is done. Then what I'll do now, you check out here. Then I'm having the 4 top surfaces. Can you see this top surface? The pink color one. This pink color one indicates the top surface of the cube. This pink color indicates the top surface of the cube. Inside that, inside the top surface, whatever is there, you rub. Whatever is there inside the top surface, you rub that. So I'm having this line, I'll rub this. See now, I'll be having only the top surface, plain top surface. In between the top surface, the square, nothing should be there. You try to rub that vertical line what you have drawn earlier. So I told you to draw with a thin line. The line should be very, very thin. You draw with a thin line so that it will be easy for you to rub this line. Did you done? So you follow the instruction and do along with me so that no doubts will be having to you. If anybody having doubts, please ask me. Just concentrating on the top surface. Except the top surface, you remove everything, whatever it is there inside the square, top square, you rub that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once it is done, once this is done, now you observe carefully. Once this is done, I will find out the center for this. To find out the center, as usual, you'll draw the diagonal. But in the isometric, don't draw the diagonal. What I'll do, check out here. Take the line, draw the line. How? From the center of this, you identify what is the center. What is the length you have taken? 40.82. Then the center will be 20.41. From here, you draw the line parallel to this. See what I have drawn? Exactly from the center of this, I have drawn a parallel line to this boundary. Similarly, exactly from the center of this, I will draw parallel. These 2 lines I have drawn. How I have drawn? So there are 4 top corners. There are 4 top lines, top edges. Center of all the edges, if I connect, it will become a corner. I can draw a line. But many students, what they do, they will find out the center here. Good. They will find the center here, but they will join the line like this. See, I observed in the exam, they will join the line like this. No, it is wrong. This is not the way to draw. What you do is, first you identify all the 4 corners. Then you draw the line. This line is supposed to be parallel to the boundary. This line is supposed to be parallel to the boundary. Like that you try to draw. Like a cross mark. Try to obtain a cross mark. The line, the mark which is supposed to, whatever you are drawing, it's supposed to be parallel to the boundaries. Try to draw that. Take time, no problem. But don't do mistakes. Slowly you proceed. Once it is done, please let me know. Yes, anyone? Is that done?
Done, sir.
Okay, very good. So now I completed the cube and I completed the center of the cube. So why I drawn that is only to make sure now we are center of the cube. Just to make sure now we are at the center of the cube, I have drawn that line. No need to, don't draw the diagonals. That you remember. Don't draw the diagonals. Done. Once you find out the center of the cube, here what I supposed to place? As per the question, I supposed to place the sphere. I supposed to place the sphere. To place the sphere, select the line, and from here, what is the diameter of the sphere given? Can anyone tell? I'll project it. 50. Diameter of the sphere is 50. I will take the radius, that is 25 into 0.8164. I will draw the line which is equal to 25 into 0.8164.
20.41, sir.
Yes, sir?
20.41.
20.41. So draw that line and place here. So wherever it may come, don't need to worry. This line, for this problem, it is connecting here. In some problem, it may go above. In some problem, it may come below. No problem. But the length of the line should be equal to radius multiplied by 0.8164. Done that? Please draw that. Draw the line.
Done that.
Okay. Once it is done, go for the circle. Go for the compass.
Compass.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take the compass. From the one end of the line, you draw a circle. This circle should be equal to 50. Just 50. No need to go for the scale. And that means no need to go for the isometric scale for this. 0.8164, no need to do. See here, this should be actual 50. But to draw this line from the center, you draw the line which is equal to the radius multiplied by 0.8164. And the circle should be equal to 50. Whatever the radius, whatever the diameter is given. If it is given 60, then this will be equal to 30 into 0.8464. Then this will be 60. Completed.
Sir?
Once it is understand
sir.
carefully here.
Sir, I did not get.
Yes.
Sir, should the diameter be 50 or should the radius be 50 in the
See,
question?
diameter of the sphere is 50 he has given.
Yes.
Okay, now. So first here, to draw the diameter from the center, I have drawn the line. This line is equal to the radius into 0.8164. Then if you keep this as a center and original diameter, that is this circle should be original 25. Means the radius should be 25. If I cut an arc, means if you draw a circle, this diameter will be 50. So finally, what is our aim? Our aim is to make this 50 mm sphere to rest on the center of the cube. That is done. How many of you done? Draw with thin line. Don't draw with thick.
So we have taken the one end of the cube as the center of the circle.
No, that is wrong. That is wrong. Don't take one end of the cube. First, you find out. See here, I'll draw once again. First, you find out the center of this. Then, from the center, from this center, you draw the line vertically. This line should be equal to the radius of the sphere given. The diameter of the sphere is 50, so that radius is 25. But it is isometric scale, no? So there are multiply the 25 into 0.8164. Enter. So if I multiply that, in this problem, only for this problem, this line is connecting to this. Only for this problem,
Okay,
this
sir,
line
got
is connecting to this. But in some problem, okay, I'll give one more example. Instead of this, we'll do once again. Assume that there is a sphere of 20 mm diameter, a sphere of 40 mm diameter. Assume that instead of 50, we will take a sphere of 40 mm diameter. So what is the line I supposed to draw the radius? If the diameter is 40, the radius should be 20 multiplied by 0.8164. See now.
16.3.
Yes, here. If it is a 40, the radius will be only up to here. If it is 50, it will touch here. If it is 60, it will cross. So no need to, don't understand that it should be starting from here. Means the spheres are supposed to start from here. No. First, you're supposed to draw this vertical line equal to the radius multiplied by isoscale. Then go for the circle. Means take the help of compass. Keeping this end. See which is the end I have taken. This end of this line. If it is 40, it will be here. If it is 50, this will go here. If it is 60, it will be here. Like that. End of the line, wherever it is. I got here. From here, you draw a circle. What is the diameter I supposed to draw now? I supposed to draw 40. So, but to draw this 40 for a circle, no need to go for isoscale. That means no need to multiply 0.8164. For this, no need to multiply 0.8164. Only you multiply for the radius, vertical line what you are drawing. But for circle, you keep the original dimension as it is. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the question. This was the question given now. So now I think probably you are having a cube on sphere with a thin line. Cube on sphere with a thin line. I will explain here how to make what are the visible lines. Observe carefully. Observe here. Always to make it visible, come with the top. Come from the top. This circle is completely visible. Make it thick. This line, this line, this line, this one, this one. Make that with a thick line. Then portion of this line till here. Portion of this line till here. It will be thick. Say if you draw, after drawing everything by a thick line, sorry, thin line at the beginning, finally you make only this one should be thick. Like that you try to make. Redraw once again the line on this thick line so that the figure should be looking like this. What are all the things that's supposed to be thick that you should understand? See, here this is a sphere, no? Once the sphere is there, whatever the thing it is behind the sphere, I cannot see. That means this portion of the line is behind the sphere. I cannot see. See, assume that this is a solid sphere. I'll show that. See here, if this is a solid sphere like this, I cannot see whatever is there inside. So what I had drawn, I done with that. I had done those things with a thin line. Remaining should be thick. Perfect, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this completes the first problem. Like this, isometric chapter is very, very simple for you. To draw the isometric chapter, it is very, very simple and easily you can score. But the only thing you should understand how to draw the center. Here, I draw the cross mark, no? How to draw the center and what are all the things should be visible. Because everything at the beginning, from the beginning to the end, you will draw with a thin line. Later on, you will make it thick. So understand what line should be thick and which should be thin.
So can we rub the thin line or it should be
Yeah.
there?
If it is there, it is good. If you want, you can rub, no issue. You will not lose the marks. If you rub also, you will not lose the marks.
Okay, sir.
Okay. But preferably, if you make this thick, no.
Yes.
You draw the thin line with a very, very thin. That only I can see if I bring the book closer to me. Then only I supposed to see. Like that, you're supposed to draw. And thick line, you make it properly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I hope you have done. Everybody has done this. Anyone can please can you share? I'll check out whether you have done correct or not. Anyone, please share. Who is Ashit Kumar? You're trying to share? Just it is. Wait. Just I'll check out. Ashit Kumar. The solution is correct, but the circle is wrong. What is the diameter of the radius of the circle you have drawn? Take the compass. Take compass. Take the compass.
1 second. Sir, I took 25 mm as the radius, sir.
Okay, you make the 25 mm. You check out once again with the compass.
Yes, sir.
Confirm with the compass.
Yes, sir.
25. Then, hello.
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
Okay. Anyone else? Bhavana.
Sir, it is 25, sir.
No. Show me that. No,
Yes.
I can't see. Okay, 25. Go there. Go to the circle. Okay, very good. See now how to draw. I understood. Very good. Very good.
Thanks.
So like this, everybody has to draw the thick and thin lines. Good.
Thank you.
I'll go for the next problem. Next problem, Bhavana, will you project later on? Once you complete, you project. Be ready for that. So that try to draw to the actual scale.
Yes, sir.
See now, I'll go for the next problem. What is the next problem? Okay, this is somewhat complicated. I'll show you. One by one, I'll complete. This one we'll do later. This one will do later. I'll take some easiest problems at the beginning. Okay. It's not required. We'll go for. Okay. We'll go for this. We will go for this problem. I'll cover all, but today I'll take up only cube problems, which are because you're already familiar with the cube. See now what he has done. A cone of base diameter 30, height 70, height 40, rests centrally over a cube. Yes.
The screen.
Oh, sorry. Screen. Now I went for the problem number 12. Go for the problem number 12. Why I taken the problem number 12? Because the base solid is cube. You know already how to draw the cube. So I taken cube. This problem. Read the question. A cone of base diameter 30 mm, height 40 mm, rests centrally over a cube of side 50 mm. That means there is a cube, there is a cone. That cone is placed above the cube of 50 mm. Draw the isometric projection of the combination. See, for this question number 12, if it is orthographic projection, I supposed to show like this: front view and top view. I supposed to show front and top view if it is orthographic. But if it's isometric, no need to use this front and top view. Just I can show this view. If I show this view, that is enough. I can easily understand there is a cube. Above that, there is a cone. Yeah. Now, what is the base solid now? The base solid is cube of 50 mm diameter. So I explained already how to draw the cube. So all of you please draw the cube of 50 mm. Draw the cube of 50 mm and be ready. I'll explain how to draw the cone. I want you to draw the cube with the thin line. Don't make thick. Everything should be thin. Draw with the thin line and be ready for the cube. Cube of 50 mm diameter. Sorry, 50 mm size. With a thin line. Those tubes should be thin line. Yes, I am done. Cube of 50 mm is ready for me. Once it is done, please let me know. You complete till here. Till what I projected, you complete till there. Shashank, I am evaluating. Still, I not yet completed all the internals. I will evaluate and I'll send back. Hello. Hey, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. The cube of 50 mm is done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope cube of 50 mm is done. Along with the center also is done. Everybody done? I want you to draw the center also. What we did after the cube, what we did? I concentrated only on these 4 lines. Correct? Do you remember? After the cube, I concentrated only on these 4 lines, and whatever is there inside, I rubbed that. After rubbing, I done these 2 lines to get a center. Everybody has done the same thing. Matadbeko.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Above this, what need to be placed? Check out here. Above that, he is expecting you to place a cone of base diameter 30, height 50. You forget about the height first, height 40. You forget about the height. First, you concentrate on the cone base. The base of the cone of 30 mm diameter. If it is a cone, what shape it's supposed to be at the base? Base of the cone is what?
Circle.
Circle. So if I rotate the circle, if I tilt the circle to a certain angle that is 30 degree, that circle will look like an ellipse. Do you agree? If I tilt the circle to an angle of 30 degree or something, it will look like an ellipse. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. That ellipse we supposed to draw. Even though it is circular base, it will look like an ellipse here. I want to get an ellipse. What is the base diameter given?
30, sir.
What is the base diameter?
30.
30. Right now, we are having one square here. What is the size of the square? This size of the square is 50. Means 50 into multiplied with scale factor. Here we want to put one more square. We were supposed to get one more square at an angle at the length of 30 into 0.8164. Understanding? How much it is? 30 into 0.8164. Okay.
24.4. sir.
Okay, leave that. That method is okay. Now we are having a box of, assume that it is a 50. You forget about multiplying factor now. Now you think that the box is we are having of equal to 30 mm. Sorry, the 50 mm. We supposed to get one more box. That box should be a length of 30 mm all the sides. So go for arc. Go with the arc by center point method, means go with a compass. From the center, you cut an arc. This arc should be equal to this arc, what you are drawing, supposed to be equal to the radius of the base of the cone multiplied by 0.8164. What is the radius of the base of the cone? Base of the cone is 30. Radius will be 15. So that 15 multiplied by 0.8164. Enter. At an arc. Understanding what I did?
Yes,
See, I had done this arc equal to the radius of the base of the
cone.
Base of the cone. Similarly, this type of arc equal to this radius, you cut the arc on all the four sides. You please cut this arc on all the four sides. So I'll take the arc again. Here, 15 into 0.8164. Enter. Cut an arc. Again, from the center, you try to do that arc on all the four sides. Okay. First, you try to do that. So done with the arc. From the center, this arc, all the arc are equal to the 15 into 0.8164 because I want square of 30. If anybody is drawing in the sketchbook, means that is very, very simple. So from the center, just take 1.5 box. This length of the line, one box, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. It will be total. It will be 30. Here also it will be 30. If you're drawing with the plain sheet, then you cut an arc like this. Done?
Yes, sir.
Once if you are done, see anybody drawing with the plain sheet, I want reply from them so that I'll make sure if they're drawn, if you draw with the plain sheet, if you can do in the plain sheet, definitely you can do in an isometric sheet because that is very, very simple in isometric sheet compared to the plain sheet. Once it is done, once this is done, I want a square of this dimension, right? So go for the line. Go for the line. Draw the line which is parallel to this. Draw the line parallel to that. Draw the line parallel like that. You try to draw parallel to the boundary. Go for the line. See, the line should be parallel to the boundary like that you try to draw. Make use of the scale and try to draw parallel to the boundaries. I'll show you how it will look. Parallel to the boundaries. Then trim the extra, means cut off the extra line that is not required for us. See here, you're supposed to be left out with this. Outer box is 50 into 0.8164. Inner box is 30 into 0.8164. Like that is supposed to. See, imagine how I drawn here, how it looked like. There are two boxes. The center of both the boxes are same. Once it is done, please let me know. Don't connect directly from arc to the arc. Don't connect directly from arc to arc, arc to arc. No, it is wrong. You're supposed to draw parallel to the boundary, and that parallel line should intersect that arc and then proceed. You try to get it.
So what will be the length of the smaller square?
Smaller square should be, I'll tell you. This smaller square length will be equal to, from here to here, it will be equal to 30 into 0.8164. It will be there. You check out.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay. Okay. Done. Now what I'll do after this, only this box is required for me. Inside whatever the box, inside the box, whatever is there, you try to rub. No issue. Rub with this thin lines, whatever is there, you rub and retain only the box. This arc also you can rub. I want only this box, inside box, because I want to do something in this inside box. Rub that and retain only with the inside box. Left out? Only with the inside box, you rub everything except this inside box. Means whatever is there inside the box, you rub everything. Everybody is done?
Yes, sir.
Then you take a line. Again, go with the pencil and scale. From this point, you observe that where I'm starting. From this point, you draw the line exactly center of this. Where is the center of this? Exactly here. From here to center of this. Similarly, from here to center of this. You draw like a V shape. You draw the line like a V from this corner. Done? This one also not required for me. Drop this. Only I'll repeat once again. Like this, I supposed to get only inner box. Then from this corner, you draw the line to the center. Draw the line to the center of this line. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, you draw the line from here, from this corner to center of this. Again, from this corner to center of this. Like that you draw. Make sure everything should be thin. No, nothing should be thick here. Everything should be thin. I had drawn two lines from this corner, two lines from this corner. That's all. These two from this corner, these two from this corner, where it reaches the opposite edge midpoint. Done? Hello?
Done, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Now you go with the compass. Take the compass. Take the compass. From this point, you observe here. From this point to this point, keep the compass. Cut an arc. Where? Till where? Till it reaches the other end. Select the arc by center point method. From this point to this point, cut an arc. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, you cut the arc from other corner. That other line you have drawn, no? Here. From here to here. Cut an arc.
Done, sir.
Okay. Next. See here. This intersection. You got this intersection no, here? From here to this, you cut an arc. Again, from this intersection to this radius, cut an arc. Whether I should explain once again? Whether I should explain once again or we are done? Have you completed?
Once again, sir, the second arc part.
Okay, this one. Again, this one. Select the arc with a compass. Intersection of this, radius of this. Cut an arc.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, from here till here, cut an arc. You got?
Yes, sir.
Then this is nothing but the base of the cone. Now I completed the base of the cone. I supposed to connect the height of the cone. So to connect the height, I supposed to draw the axis. Axis where it's supposed to draw. I supposed to start the axis from the center of this ellipse. So find out the center of the ellipse. How to draw? Draw the line parallel to the boundary. Earlier we did know. These two lines, what I am drawing, like a cross mark for the outer boundary, outer box. These two lines I am drawing parallel to the outer box. Can you observe? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Draw the parallel to the outer box. That means earlier you have found the center, same way you find the center here also. Then you take a line from this intersection, you raise the height. What is height? I supposed to get a cone. What is height of the cone? Shall I
40,
project?
sir.
Yes, height of the cone is 40. So that 40 into 0.8164. Enter. Paste. From the center, see here, from where I taken from here. I taken from here, I draw the vertical line. The length of the line should be 40 into 0.8164. See, those who are drawing in a sketchbook, it's very simple. Just take 4 boxes. If it is a plain sheet, you have to multiply 40 into 0.8164, you'll get a center. You got? You draw the line. See, anybody having doubt, please ask me. Don't hesitate. If you're done, please let me know. I'll check. I'll proceed further if you're done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Then take a line from the line by using a pencil and scale from the corner of the top, means that is vertex. You draw the line which should be parallel to this circle, parallel to this ellipse. I don't know where it will connect, but it's supposed to be tangent. You draw the line so that it should be a tangent. The line from vertex to the tangent of the base, vertex to the tangent of the base. Once it is done, please let me know. Vertex to the tangent of the circle base.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now I'll make it visible. So this completes the problem. Of course, this completes the problem. But what are all visible? That is very important. So check out. Always try to make the visibility from the top. This is visible. This is visible. This portion is visible. And this. First I'll make the visible. You observe. Visibility will come over the practice. It will not come straight away once at a time. Just you check out. You have to analyze for visibility. See, these are all the things I can see. Here, concentrate here. This portion. Here, these two lines. Why I have drawn these two lines with the thin and only this as thick line? Why I have drawn these two thin here?
It's
Because-
behind the cone.
Yeah, because it is behind the cone. I cannot see. So only I can see the cone properly, and except this, I can see the solid top surface. I can see the vertical bases, vertical lines, as well as the base. Clear? Visibility is also done. If you're done, please project. Anyone, please tell your name, who is projecting, and project. I told Bhavana to project. No, Bhavana, you there?
Yes, sir.
Completed?
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Mattaru complete madidre, please project. If anybody is projected, you complete. If anybody is completed, you please project. One nimsha, note. I'm checking. Wait. Bhavana,
Yes, sir.
height ಏನೋ ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ. height ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇದು?
Sir, it's 32.65.
It's correct, huh?
Yes, sir.
ಇದ್ರದ್ದು the base
Which one, sir?
base of the ellipse. This square you have drawn for the ellipse. Yeah, that length. You take a scale, keep your scale there. Yeah. How much it is? Base of the ellipse.
2.4, sir.
2.4, huh? Just
Yes,
a minute. 30 into 0.8164. Yes, 2.45 it's supposed to be. 2.449, no?
Yes, sir.
That's supposed to be 2.449. If it is done, then it is good. See, this is for all of you. Can you see how to draw? Visibility. What all the things should be visible? Bhavana, here this arc somewhere he went outside, inside, no? While making thick line. This arc, this side. Left side of the base. Left side of the base. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
There. He went inside arc, correct?
Yes, sir.
Arc supposed to be smooth. There is a thin line I can see here. Thin arc I can see. You draw on that, no?
This one, sir.
Which one? Yeah, that's supposed to be on that. Yes, that's supposed to be on that arc. Then the solution will be correct. If anybody is done,
Yes, sir.
can you project, please? See, I know it is somewhat difficult to draw without the sketchbook, without the isometric sheets. If you're having a sketchbook and if you're drawing with the isometric sheet, you can, that is good. Bhavana, you can draw the isometric sheet directly, no?
Yes, sir.
Bhavana.
From next program, I'll do.
No, take the help of the isometric sheets. Try to draw there only. It is very, very simple to draw there.
Okay, sir.
Ashit, can you project?
I'm projecting, sir.
Very good. See here. Bhavana, you check out. If it is isometric sheets, easily you can draw. What is the base of the cube given? Cube is 50, no?
Yes, sir. 40.82.
But you have taken 60.
No, sir.
See here. Those who are drawing in isometric scale, easily this box indicates 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3, 4, 5. Ashit.
Yes, sir.
That you should end up there only. You go by 1. This is 1, 2,
Here, sir.
3, 4.
Somewhere.
Next.
Here.
Yeah, there.
Okay.
You have drawn 50, when something it is showing like 50.8, I guess.
No, sir. It's 40.8.
Just a minute. 50 into 0.8164.
Yes.
It should be 40.8. 40 point, see, 40
Oh, sorry.
point, you have drawn 48.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do it.
40.8 will come there to the point of 5th point only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll drop
Bhavana,
it.
you also done the same mistake, I guess.
Yes, sir.
You have taken 48. Project your answer.
So shall I remove, sir?
Yeah, you remove. Bhavana, you project. Ashit, done no, understood no, what mistake you have done?
Yes, sir.
You have taken 48 length. It's supposed to be 40.8.
Yes, sir.
Bhavana, project yours, no? Bhavana.
I did, sir.
Now you corrected, no? Hello.
I have done 40.82. I should check now.
Take the scale and check. Just you keep the scale there. We'll see. I'll see. Already other mail check the scale. Okay, buddy. See clear, no problem. Make sure it's supposed to be 40.8, not 48.
Yes, sir. I'll check. I'm not finding my scale.
Okay, I know, understood. You make sure it should be 40.8, not 48. And these lines are not parallel. See here, this cone what you have drawn here,
Yes, sir.
that line is not parallel to the boundary. Correct?
Yes, sir.
That should be parallel to the boundary. Make sure that is parallel to the boundary. Next problem onwards. I'll go for the next problem. Lalit is there? Lalit idya? Yes. Next problem, you have to project. I'll explain. You have to project. Just project. We'll see how to do. Very good. I'll go for the next problem. Which one? I'll show you which one to draw. Okay, we will go for this. Lalit, we will go for this. We have to concentrate on this. What he has given. Read the question. 17. Problem number 17. All of you can see the screen, no?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll project. We'll go for the problem number 17. Now can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see this. What is given? A cone of base diameter 50, height 40 is placed centrally on the top of a square slab. What is the meaning of a square slab? You take a bread, pound bread. In the pound bread, if I remove only one slice, that is nothing but a slab. Correct? So, a square slab of 80 mm side, height 20 mm, draw the isometric projection of the combination. Slab means a slice from a square pound bread. Understand how it will be. See, a cone of 50 mm base, height 40 mm is placed centrally on a square slab, not a cube. It is placed on slab. So to draw the slab, square slab, what is the size of the square slab, base of the square slab? What is the base size of the square slab? 80. So that you're supposed to draw 80 mm square first, base of 80. And you're supposed to raise the height of the slab to equal to how much? 20. If it is cube, you raise the height equal to 80. If it is slab, the slab height will be given, that is 20. You raise the height of 20. Okay, I'll go for that problem. Next problem will go. See, those who are having an isometric sketchbook, you please go with the isometric sheet only. That will be very, very easy to draw. See now, I will draw a horizontal line. And from here, I'll draw a 30-degree line. And again, 30-degree line. Can anybody tell what should be the angle?
$30, sir.
Yes, very good. 30. And this side also it's supposed to be 30. And what is the length I supposed to take? This length should be equal to the base of the square slab. Base of the square slab is 80. Multiply with 0.8164. Enter. Similarly, other side also. 80 into 0.8164. Then from here you draw the line parallel. Draw the line parallel. I hope you can do till here. Within no time, you can do now. Instead of square 50, so for a cube, I am taking 80 for the base. Then, from all the four corners, if it is a cube, I used to write 80 only. I used to raise the length 80 only. But now, I can raise only, I'll raise only 20. 20 into 0.8164. Don't forget that 0.8164. 20 into 0.8164. Similarly, you try to draw this line from all the four corners. Here, here, here. You obtain all the four corners, you got this. See, if it is 8 cube, I'll raise equal to the base. If it is slab, I'll raise somewhat here. If it is prism, bigger than the base, like that. Then I'll complete the top surface. Same what we did in the cube, I'll complete this. Complete with a thin line. Everything supposed to be thin line. Once it is done, please let me know.
Sir, what is the
What will
height
be the
of
length of the
the
vertical lines?
The length of the vertical line is equal to the height of the slab. You see the question. The base of the slab is 80 mm. Height of the slab is 20. You can see in the figure. 20 mm height. Means this height should be 20. But it is isometric. So 20 into 0.8164. Only for sphere, I'll not multiply with 0.8164. Except the sphere, I'll multiply 0.8164 for all.
Okay, sir.
What is height you have taken now? 20 into 0.8164. 20 into 0.8164. 20 into 0.8164. From here also 20 into 0.8164. I hope you have completed till here. If it is cube, 80 into 0.8164. That is 65.31. Based on the problem. Once it is done, please let me know. I hope you are done. Then what I'll do, for my easy purpose, I will trim whatever is there inside the top surface. Inside the top square surface, I will trim everything. I'll remove everything. Rub that. So you are supposed to draw with the thin line first. Rub everything and retain only the top surface with a plain copy. The top surface should be plain, like the 2T. Then you find the center for the top surface. Finding the center, don't draw the diagonal. Midpoint to this midpoint. Midpoint to this midpoint. But that line should be thin. Find out the center. See, these two I have drawn. This method I have adopted for all the problems. So top surface, make it clear, then find out the center. For all the problems, I'll follow this procedure. Done. Done. So after this problem, I'll wind up. Please make sure it is completed. Lalit, I hope you have completed till here. Then what I supposed to draw here? I supposed to draw a base of the cone. Base of the cone means it is a circle, but if I tilt that circle to 30 degrees, it look like an ellipse. So I supposed to draw an ellipse here. Ellipse of what? How much diameter? Ellipse of base of the cone, that is how much? 50 mm diameter I supposed to draw. So here I supposed to draw first a 50 mm box. If I want to draw a 50 mm ellipse, I supposed to draw 50 mm box first. But what is the size of the box now we are having? This box we are having 80 by 80. 80 by 80 we are having multiplied with that correction factor, scaling factor. Of course, you concentrate, 80 by 80 is there with me. I supposed to get 50 by 50. What to do? Go for arc by center point method. Keeping this as a center, cut an arc of how much? 25 into 0.8164. Enter. Cut an arc. So in the last problem also we did the same thing. This arc should be equal to the radius of the ellipse base into 0.8164. anyhow, the base diameter is 50, radius will be 25. If I multiply that 25 into 0.8164, it will be, you can see here, 20.41. Cut the arc on all the four sides of equal to 20.41. Equal to 20.41. 12. I hope you have done this arc. Then select the line, means go for the line. From this, you draw the parallel line from the arc. Then from here, you must draw the parallel to the boundary. Remember, thus should be parallel to the boundary line. The line what you are drawing, it's supposed to be parallel to the boundary. Bhavana, in the last problem, you did mistake here. This line was not parallel to the boundary. While keeping a scale, keep properly and then draw parallel to the boundary. Then this line, so I don't know how you are capable of doing this. Try to draw a box equal to the base of the cone required. The base of the cone is 50. Try to reproduce the box equal to 50 into 0.8164. To draw that, you have to cut an arc, draw the line parallel to the boundary, then complete the box. Done. This is similar to the previous problem, but there it was on the cube. Now it was on the slab. That's all. Once it is done, go for the line command. Once that is done, go for the line command from this corner to this midpoint. From this corner to this midpoint. Similarly, from this corner to this midpoint, this corner to this midpoint. You draw a line. I'll repeat again. I'll show the highlighted one. So these two, you draw the line first. Similarly, these two, you draw the line. Once those two are done, go with arc. Center, radius, cut an arc. Center, radius, cut an arc. Center, radius. Ellipse is done. Can you see the ellipse? Please complete the ellipse. Once it is done, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, I hope you are done. Then what I'll do, I'll draw a height.
Done, sir.
What is the height of the ellipse, height of the cone required? Height of the cone. He is asking 40. So draw the line equal to 40 into 0.8164. If it is 60, draw the line 60 into 0.8464. If it is 20, draw the height equal to 20 into 0.8164. Now I'll stick on to the problem. That is 40 into 0.8164. So I'll draw vertical line. Now again this line is coinciding here. Don't think that it will always coincide. No, it may extend, it may go below based on the height given. In this problem, height of the cone is 40, so luckily it was coincided. In some problem, it may exceed. If I give 80 mm height in test, you should know how to draw 80 mm height. Once you draw the apex, that is your vertex, join the line from there to the tangent. Join the lines from the apex to the tangent. Apex to the tangent. Don't draw the line from here to here, it is wrong. Don't draw from there to center. Draw to the tangent. Then make it visible. What are all visible? This will be visible. This cone will be visible. This one. See, only this will be visible. I'll go for the fit view. See, except that nothing is visible. Don't show the dimensions. Can you see the problems how I solved? What are all visible? Just you concentrate on behind the cone. What is there behind the cone? This arc, this line, nothing is visible. Only after the tangent, the arc is visible and the box. If it is done, I'll ask Lalit to project. Hello, done. Please project. Lalit. Lalit. Okay, anybody is ready for presenting? If it is completed, please present, no?
Sir,
Yeah, show me. No, I cannot see. It is blur. Yeah, okay, good. Any others? Okay. See, I'll give only one assignment by Thursday. You have to show me. You have to submit that assignment. Check out problem number 21. I'll give a hint how to solve. You try to solve later. Problem number 21 I'll present now. Can you see the problem number 21? Hello?
yes, sir.
See this. A square prism of base side 40, height 50 is placed centrally on a rectangular slab. This is slab. Earlier it was a square slab. Now it is a rectangular slab. That's all. Of sides 100 into 60 and thickness 20. Draw the isometric projections. See, the base is a rectangle. You take 30 degree on both the sides, but the dimensions still now what we have taken on both the sides are same because it was square. But now it is rectangular. What is this rectangular sides given? 100 into 60. So any side, you can take this side 60, this side 100, or left side 600, right side 60. That is left to you. You take 100 by 60. Complete that, parallel. Complete the base of the rectangle. Then raise the height from all the four corners. How much height? Height is 20. You don't forget to multiply 0.8164. First you complete 60 mm one side, 100 mm one side, multiplying with 0.8164. Complete the base, drawing the parallel line. Then raise the height. Height should be equal to 20 into 0.8164. Then you connect all the ends of four lines. All the ends of four lines you connect. Once you get once you connect all the four lines, you will get one top box. Except that box, whatever is there, you rub. Inside the box, whatever is there, you rub. Only retain with the top surface. Only retain with this top surface, plane surface. Find out the center for the plane surface. How to find the center? Not by drawing a diagonal. Drawing a cross mark from the center to the center, parallel to the boundary, center to center, parallel to the boundary. So this rectangle we are having at a size of 60 into 100. We don't want 60 into 100 now. We want square prism of base 40 by 40. So how much arc is supposed to cut now? From the center. 20 into 0.8164, 20 into 0.8164, 20 into 0.8164, 20 into 0.8164. Connect that. You'll get a base of the square prism. Rise the height equal to 50. So you'll get four lines that will be equal to 50 into 0.8164. Connect the top, you'll get a square prism. Then make it visible. What are the visible? The top surface, vertical lines, and this. See the visibility in this figure. Problem number 21. I want you to solve this problem. A rectangular slab of 60 into 100 mm, height 20 mm. Above that, there is a square prism of base side 40, height 50. Will you be able to draw? Can you able to draw 21st problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you're able to draw the 21st problem,
Yes, sir.
in the next class, probably I'll take up few problems. See, this is also simple. Can I take up this one also? 33rd. Just you check out what is this. A sphere of diameter 60 is placed centrally in the top surface of a square prism. Earlier, first problem it was placed on square. It was placed on cube. Now it is placed on square prism. 60 mm height. Sorry, 60 mm base, 70 mm height. This problem is similar to the first problem. Earlier it was cube. Now it is square prism. And the sphere diameter was 50 there. Now it is 60. I hope you can take the problem number those two. Remaining, I'll explain the next class. Remaining is somewhat change. There is some concept change in concept. I'll explain. 2 problems you take as an assignment. All of you type your revision number. You can leave the class. See, by Thursday, you're supposed to show that. Those 2 problems.
अब से आधा मैगी मेरी फेवरेट है